Morning everyone, Angela here with Ela Cate Designs to share my March design team project for Tsunami Rose Designs with you all. This month I went for, well, I wanted to do a very spring themed journal. So I used a lot of her floral big elements and floral paper packs and the library cards with all the florals and some of the butterfly clip art to just kind of accompany the whole spring theme. And this journal is a little bit smaller than I've been doing recently page-wise. It is the normal 3 signatures sewn in, but it's only 108 pages front and back. Now there are a couple of envelopes through here and a couple of glassine bags as well. I did do a very simple little spine charm, and it is removable. It has 2 of my handmade mixed media beads that I've talked about in previous videos. Pink Poodle Crafts and Nick the Booksmith were the ones that gave me the ideas. And then just some different glass beads. And then there's some ribbons at the top as well. And they're just attached through an eyelet with a large lobster clasp. So if you don't like it, you can take it off. And then I did embellish the front with a couple of silk flowers and some homemade enamel dots. It just has the standard ribbon closure through the eyelets. And this one, I say it's a little more simple and not as embellished as some of my other ones, although it does still have a lot of sewing and a lot of flowers. So I had used an upcycled cardboard box for the cover, and it is a corrugated box. And on the front and back inside covers, you can see some of the corrugation through the cardstock, and I actually really kind of liked how that turned out. I wasn't expecting it, but you know, happy surprises. I also used K & Company as the pattern papers that are in this journal. A lot of sewing. This here, I just have a little bulb pin with a leaf and some cheesecloth and a silk flower bead. And this is the Sari silk yarn. I just absolutely love it and think it's gorgeous. Pocket, and these are some of the these are the large, or the big elements journaling cards. And then I forgot to mention I also used a lot of the ephemera packs with the vintage like seed packet graphics on them. And they're normally like full sheet size, but I just shrunk them down for journal cards. This is one of the floral paper packs that she has available, and they are lined. And she has different lined, age distressed paper packs available also for you to print on the back sides. So there's green, there's pink, there's just a coffee stained, you know, one. So those are throughout here as well. And I did do a little bit of stamping, not a whole lot, but a little bit in this one. Another one of the paper packs. It's got the bird and the little bird nest and eggs. And this is the pink one that is the graph paper that you can print on the back. This is just a white lunch sack. This is one of her pieces from one of her floral ephemera packs. And this is the lined sheets from her Life of Bloom kit, and I just shrunk them down and printed a couple off for extra little journaling cards throughout this. And so the paper bag I folded up and made a little pocket out of. One of the floral library cards. This is an actual vintage theater ticket. I picked up some in an antique store a while back, and I've been hoarding them. And so there's a few little, I don't know, surprises or whatever you want to call them in this journal with actual vintage items that I'm finally forcing myself to share, because there's no use in me just hoarding them in my craft room. More floral ephemera, and then a couple weeks ago she released these gorgeous bingo cards. They are not a vintage distressed look. They are very vibrant and bright, but because I still wanted there to be a slight vintage feel throughout the journal, I did distress everything with the vintage photo ink. And this here is just a little pocket I made out of it's decoupaged napkin and some coffee stained cardstock, and then just sewn around. More bingo cards and library cards, and another one of the big elements. Now, in my last video with the Lady Lavender Gray, I had discussed an idea I got from one of the members of Junk Journal Junkies in the chat group, Maureen Thompson, who had recommended an idea to us about photocopying your lace. And so on the back of some of the big elements, I took some ivory lace that I had and a sheet of coffee dyed paper and photocopied those onto the backs, just so that they were not plain white, but it's light enough you can still journal and write on top of. It just gives it that visual texture that I absolutely adore. So there's some of those in here. And there is a lot of journaling space. One of the glassine bags, and these are Tsunami Rose's clip art, and she's got a page with butterflies. So, and more floral ephemera images. Center of the signature, and in the large pockets just more of the library cards and one of the bingo cards. Large belly band, and another one of the big elements. The other side of that glassine bag with another butterfly, and it's just got another library card in there. I wanted this journal to be a little smaller and a little more maybe accessible or usable for some people. I think my larger journals might be a little turn off for some people because they are quite large, and it might not be so easy for some people to use them. So I tried to scale it down a little bit for a change on this one. I don't know how long that's going to stick though, so you know. More floral images in that pocket, and then I've got another sewn pocket on this side with a bingo card. The other side of the paper lunch bag with the library card, and this here is a vintage playing card one of the other surprises. Again, I got it antiquing, and I got a couple decks that have these gorgeous florals on them. And I'm now sharing them with not everyone, but sharing them in some of my journals. And the paper bag's just another journal card. Another big element. And this one here, I had photocopied the lace without the coffee stain paper behind it. And so you just barely see the lace on there. I love this. It's so pretty. Another belly band. And like I said, there's a lot of sewing in here, and I did leave all of the tails. So as per usual, if you don't like them, you can remove them. This is, or I should say was, one of the big elements journaling cards, but I had a little printing snafu where I had other, I guess, images in my printer that I thought I had already printed on the back sides of, and I hadn't. And so anyways, I ended up kind of having to cut them down to make them usable again, and then I just backed them on a coffee stained index card. Envelope with a little tuck spot and larger on top pocket here. Another big elements. So pretty. More library cards and journal cards. And this is a little tuck spot, and this is the other vintage playing card that I've included. And this is the other one that I messed up, so it's just on a larger index card. I'm going to try and fly through this last signature here real quick. I've got another bulb pin up here with just a leaf, a silk flower petal, and then some chiffon I've tied into a bow. This is an envelope, and I've put journaling on one side, journaling card inside, and left this side blank because you could do a photo or more journaling on it, whatever you would like. Another glassine bag. Center of the signature, and this has Tsunami Rose envelope, and then there's matching journal cards inside. I'll put that back later. Glassine bag with more journaling. Another envelope, again with journaling, and there's just some coffee dyed cheesecloth down there. And a pocket. And the back, also more journaling cards, flower images, and a pocket. And then this is one more envelope and matching journal card in the belly band. So that is my design team project for March. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.